And good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight on our Coach Opportunity webinar. I'm going to down the music a little bit here and get started. Just give me a chance to move over to our share screen here. Okay. Terrific. Okay, let's get started. All right, just some quick housekeeping. Usually I do this with a partner who mans the chat box down there, but I won't be able to do that today. It's just going to be me solo. So if you have any questions for me, probably the best way is to just send me an email. This is my Facebook business page, Dr. Rohan Bansali. You can find me on Facebook there. Or email me directly at teamfindyourfocus.com. teamfindyourfocus@gmail.com, and my website is teamfindyourfocus.com. And if you invited here by my success partner, Rob Martin, please feel free to contact him at countryclubfitnessgm@gmail.com. For those of you who know Rob, he runs a country club, and he's a former golf pro, so his handles relate to that. Firsttfitness.com is his website. So please feel free to email or message Rob, or if another coach invited you to the webinar, you can get back to them directly, but you're always welcome to come ask me questions, and I'll get you back to your coach as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is the Coach Opportunity webinar, and there are two critical points there. The first is that this is about being a coach. We're here to help other people. And secondly, it is an opportunity. It's a chance to make a difference in someone else's life and really make a difference in your own. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a little bit about me, and that's what I look like back in 2010. In 2011, I decided I'd had enough, and I became a Beachbody customer. I started with a program called P90 or Power 90, probably the most boring program on earth. It was a total of 4 workouts. That's a total of 4 over the span of 90 days. So I did 2 alternating for 6 weeks and another 2 alternating for 6 weeks. It was a very mentally challenging program because it got pretty boring, but obviously I got pretty good at the moves and I had great results, and it just goes to show you what you can do when you put your mind to it. I refused to try Shakeology for the first 2 years that I was involved with Beachbody. It's pretty funny now since we won't go a day without it. In 2013, I became a coach. My own coach, who's helped me on my fitness journey, asked me a few times to be a coach, and I turned him down. But I finally decided in April of 2013 to join up, and I didn't do anything for about 8 months after I joined up until a program called P90X3 came out. It changed things for me. And there you can see a little bit of my before and after pictures with using the programs. And then now I am a 2-star diamond coach, which doesn't mean anything other than I've had some success in the business. More importantly, I'm a father of 2. On the left there, you could see my overweight, unhealthy self. If you've never heard of the metabolic syndrome, that is the picture of someone with the metabolic syndrome: a big gut, big chin, probably pre-diabetic, bad cholesterol profile. And then on the right there, you could see my kitties. My baby boy, who I was holding in my arms on the left there, is sitting on my shoulders, and my daughter, who showed up a little bit later, is in my arms. And there's no way that guy on the left could do what the guy on the right's doing. And that's really the heart of what we're getting out of Beachbody: changing lives, changing families. I am a full-time cardiologist. Again, not that important, except to say that I have a busy work life, as do most of us. I work between 60 and 80 hours a week, depending if I'm on call. I happen to be on call this week, so I have an 80-hour work week. Despite that, I can do things like this webinar and run this business in the time that I carve out for myself. So you could be a very busy professional and still get this thing done. I am a runner, and that's something I never thought I would say. Thanks to Beachbody, I can do that now. When I was in high school, I couldn't even run a quarter mile around that track, let alone a full, 4 times around the track for a full mile. I always used to dread that President's Challenge. Now, thanks to Beachbody, I've run 3 marathons in the last roughly 18 months, and I'll be running a 4th in the near future. I love programs like P90X, which really made a huge difference for me, and PIO, which is a wonderful low-impact program. So what is Beachbody? What is Team Beachbody? What's it all about? Well, let's start back in 1998. Our founders, John Congdon and Carl Deichler, who's our CEO, had a sort of back of the napkin presentation, conversation, and they said, hey, let's start a fitness program, a fitness company to help people lose weight. Now that was already a saturated market, right? You had things like Tybo with Billy Blanks and Thigh Master and all these gadgets and gizmos that were on the market. So it was a very saturated market, but they really wanted to make a difference. So they started the company. A couple of short years later, they put out their first program, Power 90, which is the program that I did. Again, really boring, but I got, it goes without saying, I got very good at the moves, and I had a lot of great results. And then in 2004, everything changed. The program that revolutionized home fitness in the United States came out. It's called P90X. Almost everyone's heard of it. A lot of people have tried it. It is a 90-day boot camp intensive program that produced amazing results. People lost hundreds and hundreds of pounds, really, altered the course of their lives and generationally made differences to the people in their families. What we found was that people who were starting P90X were reaching out to people who had already completed P90X, so-called P90X grads. We found that the people who were reaching out to the grads and using them as a sort of mentor were having much more likely, much higher chance of completing the program and getting much better results. So Beachbody said, hey, we better codify this and turn this into something special. In 2007, these mentors were codified into the team Beachbody, which is the coaching network. And from 2007, this happened. We had a veritable explosion of programs. The aptly named Insanity came out in 2009. In 2011, Body Beast came out. So let me tell you about Body Beast. Body Beast is Beachbody's weightlifting program, really meant that muscle building and strength creation. But what we found was that women were finding a way to lift weights. Now, we don't talk about girls and lifting weights very much, but it's very clear that women need to lift weights. Not only does it create improved lean muscle mass, but it prevents osteoporosis, improves glycemic index, improves metabolic efficiency, and just basically makes you look better. And it's very clear that women need to lift weights, but the problem is in our bad gym culture, women still sometimes feel intimidated. It's ridiculous, but they feel intimidated to go into a gym and lift weights. And it's unfortunate that we create, that sort of persona in a gym where women can't, feel comfortable exercising, but so it is. What they found was that Body Beast was allowing them to lift weights in the comfort of their own home, with their own privacy, basically with a personal trainer, which is Sagi, the guy who does the program. And they were having very effective muscle building and glycemic improvements with Body Beast. So that really made a big change for women in weightlifting. And then T25 came out in 2013 and changed the game again. Now we broke down the last excuse, which was I don't have enough time, and created a program that goes for 25 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and creates the same kind of results we see when people go for an hour a day. So now you had a time-efficient program that you could do in as little as 25 minutes at home. Shortly thereafter, P90X3 came out, which was a program that changed my life. 30 minutes a day for 90 days. Again, a very intensive program, not as long as P90X, the original P90X, which went almost an hour and a half every day, but really produced terrific results. And then it changed again, and 21-Day Fix came out, where they created not only excellent exercise program, but a nutritional component and a foolproof nutritional component at that, produced the best results we've ever seen. Soon thereafter, they created a new version of Power 90, relabeled P90. And I just bring that one up because my mom, who happens to be 70 at the time, used that program to lose about 30 pounds. She became non-diabetic from a diabetic sugar level and improved her, basically her overall health. Not to say that this is going to replace medications or things like that, but this is something you can really use even in older people to drive your health forward. It's a wonderful beginner level program. It's something I start a lot of people on. So great. So we have wonderful programs. What makes Team Beachbody so special? Well, in 2007, when Team Beachbody started, revenue started to grow. And here's what we saw in 2014, that it's been almost asymptotic, almost straight up and down. And in 2015, they cleared $1 billion in sales. Now, we don't expect this to grow at this level forever. Obviously, that would be silly. But keep in mind, the team Beachbody is currently only in the United States and Canada. It's not even in all of North America, let alone South America, Asia, Europe, Africa, the other places where this would be huge. It's really only in North America. So we expect to expand globally over time. And as we do that and new markets open up, we expect Team Beachbody and Beachbody's revenues to grow, continue to grow at a good pace. So why is that, though? Why, where other people have failed, places like where, Richard Simmons and Suzanne Summers and all these other fitness gurus, Billy Blanks and Ty Bo and all those other fitness gurus came and went. Why is Beachbody now having some real lasting power? Well, Beachbody has various components. It's not just exercise. We talked about the fitness component. There's also a nutrition component, which we're going to speak about now. There is a peer support, which is the coaching network, and that is really a critical aspect. And finally, there are rewards for being part of Beachbody. And I'll get into all that in just a couple of minutes. So the nutritional component, Shakeology. Shakeology is Beachbody's hallmark nutritional product, and it's something that makes a huge difference to my life. So when people ask us what Shakeology is, we tell them it's our daily dose of dense superfood nutrition, which is absolutely ridiculous until you break it down into each component. One, it's daily. Now, Beachbody gives you the Shakeology as a 30-day supply or a 24-day supply, but the idea is you have it once a day. And there's a meal you don't have to think about. You don't have to worry what you're supposed to have for breakfast. You're not, should I have eggs? Should I have oatmeal? Should I have cereal? Should I have a muffin? Should I have a bagel? It's one meal that you never have to think about. It's there every day, and it is far and away going to be the healthiest meal that you have during the day. So it is something that is there for you daily. Now we say it's our daily dose. When you think dose, you think medications. Obviously, Shakeology is not a medication, but we do have some incredible data to suggest that Shakeology not only accelerates weight loss, but also lowers blood sugar and cholesterol. There is some clinical data to suggest that. More importantly, at least for me, is that Shakeology keeps me from getting sick. Now, I work in a hospital. I'm constantly exposed to pathogens and germs, bacteria. And I swear, if I go a week without Shakeology, usually because I've given away a lot of samples and I don't have any left, I am much more likely to get sick. If I take my Shakeology every day, it definitely helps me stay healthy. So, no, it's not a medication, but it certainly acts like a preventative for me. And our daily dose of superfood nutrition. So these are the superfoods that are in Shakeology, and I won't bore you by going through all of them, and I can't pronounce half of them anyway. But you can see that there are over 70 superfoods source harvested from around the world that are adaptogens, immune boosters, help with skin and hair growth, all that kind of stuff, digestive health. Basically, they pack in the best of the best products to help you live a healthier and more fulfilled life. Shakeology comes in some incredible flavors. Chocolate, which is front and center there, is definitely my favorite. I know Rob really likes the vanilla. My wife is a big fan of the cafe latte, which isn't pictured here. That is a coffee-flavored one. There's no caffeine in it, just flavored like coffee. She used to drink the tropical strawberry, which is one of those white bags. It was coming to our house every day for 2 years. The minute that cafe latte showed up, no more tropical strawberry. It's been that good. So we get 2 shipments a month, one for me, one for my wife, and we never miss it. Now, I said it's pretty funny that I wouldn't try it for 2 years because now we won't go without it. In fact, we took it with us to Italy. We went on our 10-year wedding anniversary trip, and we took Shakeology with us because we weren't going to miss it when we were there. The other reason Beachbody is so successful is that it provides something for everybody. So if you're looking for just an exercise DVD program, we have that available for you. If you're looking for streaming access where you can carry your workouts with you on the go, we have that available for you as well. Do you need the equipment that goes with the workouts? Weights, dumbbells, resistance bands, push-up bars, all that stuff is available for you as well. Are you looking for something on the nutritional side? We have Shakeology. We have things for like a 3-day reboot. We call it the 3-day refresh. Very popular after things like Thanksgiving and Christmas, where maybe we get a little loose with our diet, and this helps us get back on track. We have a 21-day ultimate reset, which is a really like a spring cleaning, gets you really reset. People who have done it say they feel amazing. But the most exciting part for me are the supplements. Beachbody has released about a little over a year ago now something they call the Performance line. It is made up of a pre-workout energize, an intra-workout hydrate, a post-workout recover, and an overnight recharge, something to help prevent the onset of delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS. There's even, of course, a creatine, which is one of the most heavily studied and very effective supplements. So you say, yeah, well, everyone has supplements. Well, Beachbody recently signed on as the official supplement of the Ironman triathlon. For those of you who are not familiar with that, the Ironman is a 140.6 mile race, which basically is a 2.4 mile run, swim, 112 mile bicycle ride, and then a full 26.2 mile marathon. Really good triathletes finish in 10 hours. Average triathletes, if there is such a thing, finish in 12 to 14 hours. So you can imagine that these people need high quality supplementation, not only for their racing, but for their training. And as such, there better be some really good science behind it before, Ironman signs on. And Beachbody has that science. Our entire supplement line was created by a Harvard-trained exercise physiologist. So really tremendous stuff. Has made an incredible difference in my workouts. Okay, terrific. So you've got programs, you've got nutritional components, you've got supplements. How do I know any of this stuff works? Does anyone actually ever lose weight? Well, take a look at some of these pictures here. You can see that people have had some pretty terrific results. And there's a whole host of people. Some people had a lot of weight to lose. Some people had a little weight to lose. Some people need to put on muscle and get ripped. It really depends on what your goal is. Whatever you're looking for, though, we have not only a product and a program to help you achieve it, but we have a coach and a person who has gone through this before and is able to help you become successful. Now that brings us to our next point, which is the peer support group, the coaching network. That is a critical aspect of what Beachbody is, and it's part of what we're here to tell you about. So let's get to it. What do coaches need to do? And just as importantly, what do coaches not need to do? So what a coach doesn't have to do is you don't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. I am neither a fitness nor a nutrition expert. My success partner, Rob, it definitely has a personal training certification, but I don't. I'm a cardiologist, but I've had like 3 hours of nutritional training, and most of that is to prevent some sort of like weird disease from vitamin deficiency. There's no real training in medical school for nutrition. So I don't have any knowledge in that background, but Beachbody does. Beachbody are experts in nutrition. Beachbody are experts in fitness, and that's what they're here for. Our job is to connect people with the right program. You don't already have to be at your fitness and nutritional goal. In fact, people don't identify with people who are already at their goals. If you are in the middle of your journey, that's what you need to be. More importantly, you need to be showing people that you're doing your workouts, drinking your shakes, being part of the journey every day. And you definitely don't need to be an experienced salesperson. In fact, I'll speak for Rob here and say we don't want salespeople. What we want is people who are going to share their story, share their journey with other people. So show them how Beachbody has impacted their lives and help them achieve their goals. You have to be committed to being proof the product works. You can't talk about Shakeology if you're not drinking Shakeology. It doesn't make any sense. You've got to be doing the workouts and drinking the shakes as a coach. And most importantly, you have to be willing to develop your mind. The person you are right now is not going to be a successful coach. You have to grow into that role. You have to improve your mind by doing what we call personal development. It's something we do every day. It's such a critical part of being a coach. And it has changed my life in every aspect, my relationship with my family, my relationship relationships at work, how I approach my daily career, how I approach my Beachbody business. We read incredible books like The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, The Compound Effect, The Slight Edge, just an array of books to improve our mind and our outlook in the world. So what are some of the benefits of being a Beachbody coach? Why would I want to be a Beachbody coach? Well, first is you get to set your own work hours. Now, there are a lot of people who go to work and they get told when to be there, when to go home, when to get to eat lunch. And there's a saying that if a man has enough control over your life to tell you when and where you can eat, he has too much control. And that's the truth. If you're not controlling your own hours or controlling when and where you eat or when and where you go home, when and where you get to be around your kids, then you're not living your life to its fullest potential. You can do this as a part-time gig, which is what I do. My full-time career is medicine. Or there are many, many coaches that do this as a full-time career. So you could be doing this to make a little extra income for the holidays up to you want to make $1 million or more a year. That's entirely up to you. It's built online or in person. I will tell you that for the most part, though, this is built online. The in-person aspect of it is much less. 99% of this is built online, which is not to say you don't get on the phone and talk to people or meet people in person. We do that too, but the majority, at least the initial contacts, are made online. And you get to share something that impacts your life with other people and help them become successful. What are some of the rewards of being a coach? And what are some of the rewards of being involved with Beachbody? Well, obviously you make commissions. People buy stuff from Beachbody. You don't buy it from you. They buy it from Beachbody. And they go through a website that Beachbody provides to you. Terrific. And you make a small commission from what they buy, 25%. There's no fun in that. That's fine. You make some money and that's great. But the fun is there's bonuses for team growth. And that's really where the joy is from this business, is you bring on other people to help you grow your vision, to help you grow your team. You bring on other people to help other people. And so you spend your entire time helping other people become successful. And as you help other people, as you serve other people, serve them by helping them on their weight loss journey, helping them on their fitness journey, helping them on their business journeys, you get paid based on their productivity. So instead of having something where you're competing with everybody, this is a cooperative effort. The more that you help the people that you bring into the business, the better you will do. Where else do people want the new people that they, quote, hire to do better than them? Where does a manager hire a new employee and hope the new employee completely blows the manager out of the water? There's nowhere else that happens. There's always a cap. There's always a glass ceiling. Here we are rooting for our teammates to be the best they possibly can be because everyone is successful. And then as a result, there are fun little things like trips, and there's a lot of recognition. And of course, you go on with the learning and personal development. Those are all great rewards for you. But for me, the best part of Beachbody is being able to create a team of like-minded individuals, really get together with them and plan this business together. That's definitely the most fun part for me. So, okay, so you told me a little bit, Ro, about what all this stuff is. Why don't you tell me what it's possible to make as a Beachbody coach? Well, here it is in black and white. We're not hiding anything. This is the statement of earnings for the 2015 year. And here you can see a whole bunch of different things. As far as the different rank structures for the coaches, obviously we're not going to get into that right now. I told you I was a 2-star diamond, so I'm lower end of the star diamond ranks. And you can see the average earnings here. So depending on how much effort you choose to put in to being a Beachbody coach, and more importantly, how much you're willing to help other people either in their fitness journey or their own personal business journeys, you can make as little as nothing, $10 or less. Or if you make this your full-time career and are bent on helping other people, you can make as much as $3.1 million a year. And again, keep in mind, we're only in the US and Canada, so this is only going to grow. There are big numbers. The average earnings for a Star Diamond coach is $100,000. Now, I will, in full disclosure, don't make nearly that much because I'm on the lower end of the spectrum. But this is a business that I work part-time and I make, a pretty good income doing it. So all that is up to you and how hard you want to work. Beachbody's legal statement, which people tend to hide for some reason, I want to make this very front and clear, is that they don't guarantee any level of success, and they shouldn't. This isn't about, having a guaranteed success. This is about how much are you willing to help other people be successful? How much are you willing to serve the community at large? If you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. The great Zig Ziglar has said that many times. So as long as you're willing to help other people and put the time and effort in, you have a very good chance of being successful, whatever success means to you. If it means making just enough money to cover your own product use and using your Shakeology, or it means making $3 million a year. Whatever that means to you, the opportunity is there. The rest is up to you. So what do you get with us? Well, when you join as a Beachbody coach, you are joining a team. I sort of explained to you that when we bring on new team members, we want to help them become successful. So we provide a business quick start call to make sure that you're up and running as soon as possible. We provide you training, what we call Coach Basics, sort of a boot camp style of training, and they provide you marketing tools and logos and stuff for for Facebook and for your whatever your social media lane is. The corporate office is constantly in communication with the coaches, so we always know what's going on. There's in your coach online office, which is basically your business office. They're always communicating via breaking news. Is a weekly national wake-up call. So listen to what the national wake-up call is. The national wake-up call is a top coach telling you how to become a top coach. I mean, where else does that happen? Someone who's highly successful in the business spends their time of their own free will showing you how to be highly successful in the business, because this is a cooperative effort. It is a big team, not a competition. And then there's all sorts of other communications from the company, frequently asked questions, which are give you answers to pretty much any question you can think of. And then there's a ton of social media outlets, whatever your lane might be. Beachbody has a social media presence there. So if you were to join our team, either mine or Rob's or the coach who invited you to this call, you would expect to get mentorship from the coach that sponsored you. So they will help you be successful not either in your program or your business or both. You get free training, which is provided by our team. We have regular team meetings online. I have a team meeting at least once a week, quarterly in-person meetings. And then we spend a lot of time developing our leaders, because if we have strong leaders, then we have strong team members. And then, of course, we spend a lot of time with support and recognition. All right, terrific. So let's say you want to get started with Team Beachbody. This appeals to you. There are two options. You can join us right away as a coach and say, look, you want to focus on your fitness journey, but you want to help others achieve their results as well, and you want to start to build a real business for yourself. Okay, that's one option. The other is, hey, I just want to be a customer. I want to use a program. I want to use Shakeology. I want to work on myself, get myself in shape, and then maybe I want to talk about being a coach a little later on. Okay, so what are the options for that? Well, let's say you want to start off as a coach. We always recommend to our new coaches getting a challenge pack. A challenge pack is a fitness program, and you would discuss with the person who invited you to the call, or I'd be happy to discuss it with you, which program would best meet your needs. It could be anything from I'm a beginner and I would like to start with P90, or I am super crazy and I want to do Insanity, or I want to put on muscle and I want to do Body Beast, and anything in between. It'd be a fitness program, as well as a month of Shakeology and a free 30-day access to Beachbody On Demand, which gives you all the programs streaming, so you can play it off your phone or your laptop, as well as have some original content that's on there. So we recommend to all our new coaches that they go ahead and sign up with a challenge pack. Most of them range around $140. There are other options too. You can just buy a program or the Shakeology and then pay the $40 sign-up fee, but the money comes out to the same. And the truth is, you're much more likely to have success in your own fitness journey and to be able to speak intelligently about the products if you actually get them. So a challenge pack is the best way to start. There's a monthly service fee. It's actually $15.95, not $17.95, and it covers a lot of the stuff that you don't want to deal with. So unlike some old companies where you would have to buy products at wholesale and then sell them at retail, you don't have to carry any inventory. You don't have to buy any products. You don't have to do anything. You don't do customer service. You don't do tech support. You don't do shipping. You don't do returns. You don't do any of that stuff. Beachbody does all of it. And for them to create the products, advertise, ship, returns, customer service, for them to handle all of that, we pay $16 a month. Keep in mind that all this stuff, because you've now opened a small business, is tax deductible. So you have great tax savings. Rob does a great job of explaining that. I don't go over that so well, but there's wonderful tax benefits to being a coach as well. Let's say being a coach is not right for you at this point, and what you're interested in is just starting a program and getting yourself in shape and working on your own fitness. Again, the Challenge Pack is the best option because you get the program, you get the nutritional support, and you get the 30 days to Beachbody on demand. So you have all those things at your disposal, which are very likely to lead to success. We know that buying a Challenge Pack, using Shakeology and the program, gives you the highest likelihood of being successful. So as a customer, that's what we recommend. You're always capable of buying Shakeology or a fitness program if you're so inclined, but it's a much better option to go ahead and get a Challenge Pack. Again, about $140 or so. Okay, so in the next 24 hours, this is what's going to happen. The coach who invited you is going to ask you some questions like, what did you like best about the presentation? Does being a part of Team Beachbody seem like a good fit to you, and can it help you achieve your goals? And which option appeals to you, either being a coach or a customer? Now, either of those may be very good options for you. Most of us started as customers, but you can, start right off as a coach. You will get a 25% discount on your own Shakeology. That's a pretty substantial savings. So if you're even considering doing this for a few months to help you lose weight and get in shape, it probably makes a lot of sense to get and sign up as a coach. And then you could even get into the training and start building your business right away. These are some things just to think about before your coach gets in contact with you. What can being a coach do for you? How can it help you achieve your own fitness goals and dreams? Who are the people that you can help? Family, friends, loved ones, associates. Who at work needs help? Who in your circle of friends needs help? Who is it that by starting your own fitness journey, you can inspire to start with you? There are bound to be many people that you can make a difference in. And just keep in mind this, when you make a difference to one person, it doesn't affect that one person. It affects an entire generation. It affects, if you make a difference to a dad or a mom or a brother or a sister, the people around them also have incredible benefit. By seeing that person begin their journey, they're more likely to begin their own journey. So, by helping one person, you can help many. And what are your own goals and dreams? Rob has a great quote on his slide there. Is that if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. You need to have an idea of where you're going. You want to have, the great Stephen Covey says, start with the end in mind. That's from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Know where you're going, what you want to do. And if you know that, then getting there becomes much easier. So if you have an objective to build a real business, to create a financial future, or to just earn some money to spend in the holidays, or to fund your retirement or your kid's 529, whatever it is, if you know what you want to create, then this is your vehicle for getting there. What are your hopes and dreams? What can being a coach do for you? And who is it that you can help that will help you and help them get to that goal? That brings us to the end of the presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it informative. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me directly at teamfindyourfocus@gmail.com. You can find me through my website, teamfindyourfocus.com, or find me on Facebook at Rohan Bansali, Dr. Rohan Bansali. That is my business page. Please feel free to message me. I promise I will get you back to your coach, whoever it is that invited you to the webinar. And if it's Rob, you can feel free to email him directly at countryclubfitnessgm.com at gmail.com, countryclubfitnessgm@gmail.com. And thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I really appreciate your time. Have a great night, everyone.